Good morning. Well, I say good morning. I should just say happy Sunday. Today is Sunday and I'm about to go through and, well, not go through, take pictures of the items for Vinted. The helicopter is there because it is the Shih helicopter and it's used for emergencies for Alder Children's Hospital. I do realise it can be quite noisy, especially if it's the Shih, but I just hope whoever was going to or leaving Alder Children's Hospital is okay. I'm going to share my items that are being uploaded onto Vinted, and in this video I've got quite a mixed bag coming for you. I've got my Amazon haul, which is all little favourite items that I've purchased from Amazon that I need to share with you because I think you'll love them. I've got a little trip to the range. I didn't film much in there, but I did buy something extra special, which you'll see in this video. And we're going to have a nice little catch up and a little bit of cleaning because my Sunday video went live this morning and so many of you love that style of vlog where there's a little bit of food preparation, a little bit of cleaning, a little bit of shopping, what I've been buying, and then just a nice little catch up, which honestly, thank you so much to everybody who leaves those comments on my videos. After changing the style of the videos that I upload on YouTube, I was a little bit nervous about it, but then I thought I wouldn't let anybody just stick me in a little box and say you can only do this and this is what you must do. So I decided to change things up a little bit, and I'm so glad that I did, because bringing that little bit of diversity to my channel has really, I can't even explain it. I say it all the time, when I feel something in my gut, I know it's right, and we all follow our gut with no matter what it is. Even if it's something negative, we all follow our gut instinct, don't we? Like, you know, if somebody does something wrong and you're trying to work out who it was, your gut will usually tell you who it was. I follow my gut with a lot of things, and this just feels right. Something is telling me to carry on with this, and that is what we're going to do. And I am thoroughly enjoying the journey and the process. It's not about any destination. The numbers don't matter. I will very occasionally, I don't even want to say rarely, I'm going to say rarely, I very rarely ask for thumbs up on videos or to subscribe to my channel, because at the end of the day, providing you are getting something from my channel, that is enough from me. Somebody did mention on one of my previous videos that they really needed to hear the comment where I said it's very important that we live just in the moment, because if we live in the past, we will become depressed. If we live in the future, we will become anxious. Whereas if we just live in the now, in this very moment, there is nothing to feel but joy. As cliche or cheesy as that sounds, just try it. If you're like me and you're little worry wars, I mean, I don't reflect too much on the past because it's the past, but I do try to look to the future, and I do become a little bit of a worry wart with the future. But if I can just bring myself into the present moment, you just feel calm, because I can hear that helicopter, I can see a bird's just flown past. If you're just in that moment, there is nothing to see but nice stuff, nothing to worry about, no drama, no chaos, no stress, just the very moment of now. So I'm going to start off by going through the bag of goodies. Now, this bin bag never actually reached the charity shop because we were due to move and put the house up for sale, and I had a real big sort out. I've come across this one bin bag in the loft and I'm like, well, that should have gone to the charity shop. We have a H&M. Is that called dog tooth, maybe? Check. This for me was a nostalgic purchase from H&M because it reminds me so much of my mum. Like, so much. This was the style. My mum had peg trousers in this, but it's just a little blazer, and for work or just to pop on with a pair of jeans, it's a nice soft blazer to just throw on, and that's it. But with work trousers and a little white t-shirt underneath, that's lovely, but I'm still going to donate it. I'm not going to keep it. We have new with tags, lovely little new look summer dress, which I probably had those in mind to go with, so they're going on. Then we have a Pieces maternity jumper, but I love the jumper that much. You can't tell that it's a maternity jumper. It's just a jumper, but it's got lovely little bobbles all over it, and I've only worn it once, so that's going on. Then I have this H&M size medium blue knitted jumper. Again, I've probably only worn it once, and it was around Christmas time. If I remember rightly, when I wore that jumper, it ended up getting full of the snow flock off the Christmas tree, and I had to defluff it and get all that fluff off. Well, that's going into the donate pile. We've got some Stradivarius grey Rickney jeans. They can go on. They are a size UK 10. These jeans are a UK size 10 from Dorothy Perkins. They're the Darcy utility jeans. But I don't know whether to put these on or not, because I wore them only two or three times maximum. But they went like very faded. Like, the gorgeous jeans, but the black seemed to wash out of them pretty quickly. So I don't think I'll put them on because they do look a little bit washed out. I got these from TK Maxx a couple of years ago. I've only worn them once, as you can see the soles. I've worn them once. They're lovely condition. I think they're a size 37. So they're going on. And just to give you a little idea of what is here, it is the likes of this H&M sweatshirt, worn once. That's excellent condition, so that's going on. Got some Zara woman mum jeans. They're gorgeous jeans, just don't fit me anymore, and I love them so much. I wore them probably about 5 times. Absolutely love them. They're just too big on me, so I'm going to pop those on. And a hefty big pile of jeans. Oh my gosh. Right, I need to get some photographs taken because I didn't realise there was this much stuff. It's 2:20. I've listed all the little bits onto Vinted. I haven't put this sweatshirt on yet because I need to try it on. And some of the things I'm going to hold off on uploading until this video goes live, which should be on Wednesday. But I'm going through comments and getting back to some of your lovely comments. And Gail Conway has put, the rubbers can come off the oven door to go in the sink. And I'm like, no, surely not. I mean, I know you can strip the Neff oven right down, take the side grills off, or everything can come off. You can raise the glass in the door, but I didn't know that the rubbers could come off, so I think we need to go and check that right now and see, because if that's the case, all the time that I've struggled to clean that oven with chemical cleaners, which I won't need to use anymore because the good one is such a good cleaner. There's been lots of comments to say it's around £8 on Amazon. I didn't pay that for my tin. I paid £2.50 from Wilko, and it's currently on offer for £2. And I purchased another tin in my Savers online order, which I vlogged. But it really is an amazing cleaner. I highly recommend it. I've got a bit of a hot flush coming on, and as I said, it starts in my ears, and I must. In fact, shall we today create the introduction for the podcast? I've got my headphones, I've got my microphone somewhere. In fact, it's in the box downstairs for the Amazon haul. So let's go down and see if the rubbers come off first, and then I think I'll give you a little sneak peek behind the scenes of the introduction to the podcast. I just don't know how to do it, and I don't want to put myself into a box of only being able to speak about one thing. I want it to very much be a healthy lifestyle, you know, menopausal, fit after 40, you know, a little bit of everything, like YouTube, but on the podcast where I can speak openly about, I mean, not that I can't speak openly about it on YouTube, I can. I just know that some of the demographics are a little bit too young to be dealing with menopause right now, because let's just double check what they are before we go and check the rubbers. I digress. I'm terrible for this, aren't I? But if I look at my audience on YouTube, I have 27.2% of 35 to 44 year olds. Now, they're probably not even going through the change or even starting to be perimenopausal at all. I was just young. At 39, I was very young to be starting to be peri-hormonal, so I had all my bloods done by my doctor, and even he said, you are young. But generally, if your mum was younger during menopause, then the chances are you will be younger. And unfortunately, having 4 brothers and my mum not being here anymore, I can't really speak about these things, but what I do know is my mum was young, going through the change, and I remember it clear as day. So if your mum did start with the menopause early, then the chances are you will. But my demographics say 35 to 44, and that's 27.2%. I then have 25.1% of 25 to 34 year olds. So that's why I chose to speak about the menopause on the podcast, because it can be a little mixed bag of everything. But anyway, you don't even want to know about YouTube demographics. Let's go and look if the rubbers come off the oven door. Oh, you know what? Gail Conway, you weren't lying. I just need to, I could do it getting the instructions out really, but would you look at that? Well, I never. Oh my gosh, all the times. And I never knew you could do that. I mean, look, you can see I've tried Barkeeper's Friend, I've tried the pink stuff, Ascara, you name it, I've tried it. And to know that I can just take these off and wash them has blown my mind. So now, we're gonna wash them. And there we have it, nice and clean. This side is like scuffed. It's not actually black, it's like scratch marks, which may be from when it was made, maybe, but I've given it a little clean with the good one, and it's all spotlessly clean. Well, I can't thank you enough for letting me know that you could take the rubbers off the oven. Oh, fancy not knowing. I feel like I've been living under a rock somewhere, and that's one of the reasons why I absolutely love YouTube, is because I would never have known that. Thank you so much, Gail, because how long have I had the cooker for? I've had it for about 2 years, 2.5 years, and I never knew you could do that. So you learn something new every day, and I'm more than happy now to know that I can take that off and give it a little wash, because I knew that there was like product behind there that I couldn't get to, and I was always scared of snapping it. And I'm just so happy I brought this upstairs as well. And you know what, I can't even, I don't know, I just feel I go all gizzy when I look at it, because I get like a little bit of stage fright, I think, because it's a microphone and it's like all official. It's not like my Snowball when you do voiceovers. This is the voiceover microphone. It's the Yeti Snowball, I think it's called, or something like that, and it just stands there. It doesn't take nothing, it just basically stands there and you just talk away, like, you know, welcome to my cleaning video. Like, you don't have to like lean into it and talk at all, whereas with this, it has a range, and you have to be in the range of the microphone. I was making me go all hot, and I'm already hot. And not because it looks rude. Just because I just get a bit of stage fright, but I've got to get used to it, and I've got to create the intro because there is no time like the present. But I don't actually think, I've got it already, I don't actually think I could vlog myself doing it because I do get a little bit embarrassed. So give me a go all goody. Woo, it's hot in here. Well, it's scorching. My bank card has slipped right down the other side. Got it. Woo. Oh my word, I got in the car yesterday to go to Sainsbury's to go and get some drinks and some carry-out bits. And my car said it was 46 degrees. 46.5 degrees. By the time I'd got in the car and driven around the corner, it dropped a little bit, but for Liverpool, that is roasty toasty. Right, on my way to go and pick Annette up, we're having a little bit of a girly morning. We're out early while it's not too hot. It's currently, what's the temperature? Come on. Tony's turning into a weather woman. It's 28.5 degrees and it's only 20 past 10. We're gonna have a nice little girly day of shopping and a little catch up, just doing things that women do. Chatting, catching up, doing a little bit of shopping. I've got to get the food shopping, but we're going to the Range and Home Bargains, and I thought I'll bring you along with me just in case anybody wants to have a little look around the Range. Look at what is on the shelves. Oh, Christmas. Stop it. Candle holders. Oh my gosh. Oh my word. I cannot contain my excitement. They've got awesome stuff behind me, but there is Christmas stuff in the Range. I'm show you. You ready for it? Oh my gosh. It's only a little bit, but it's still Christmas. Oh. They are so pretty, aren't they? They light up as well. £17. That'd look lovely in the kitchen, that. Switch it on. Got a little light in the pumpkin. I'd be a fool to not buy one. Oh my gosh. Got back from shopping and I've got to put all of this away. I've put some of the meats away because obviously they needed to go into the fridge. But these, I don't even know whether I included this in the vlog the other day, but we need to speak about the slow cooker liners. But before we do, I'll show you quickly what I bought. There isn't much. It was mainly tea light candle holders, some snacks and biscuits, but I needed these. I do keep one. I do have one similar, which is what I keep the onions in, but I wanted more to go under the cupboards for storage, so I got the larger style ones. They were £2.49 each and the smaller ones were £1.99 each for me to sort the utility out, and then it's just biscuits and stuff. So I'll put these away, and then I want to let you know about these slow cooker liners. I spoke about these in the vlog last week and I deleted it out because I didn't actually think they were a thing. I thought I'd been imagining it. So when I seen these in Home Bargains for 69p, I was like, buy them. The slow cooker liners, and I genuinely thought I've been dreaming, because I would have picked them up and bought them if I'd have seen them. You know when you just know you've seen something somewhere, and I was like, is it a thing to have liners in your slow cooker? It is. They are 69 or 79p in Home Bargains. Using them in the slow cooker will stop you having to either put the dishwasher on for a full cycle just to clean it, or leaving it in soak overnight, because the ceramic can be quite difficult to clean. So seeing these, I was like, I'm going to get them just in time for winter. And speaking of winter, did you see what was in the Range? They've started putting all of their Christmas stock out, and I was like, maybe it is a little bit too soon while it's 33 degrees weather. The last thing we want to see is Christmas stock, but I got this. And I showed this while I was in store. I couldn't resist it. It just says Hello Autumn with a few little pumpkins, some hazelnuts, some autumn leaves, a little autumn leaf tree. But it lights up. It just lights up to the most cosy little tree ever. Imagine this in the dark nights. This is just everything. I'll link it down below for anybody who may want to have a little look, but I just thought that was gorgeous. With all the little orange autumnal bits that I've got in the kitchen. I've got it next to the hurricanes, but I just thought that was so nice. Popped it there for now. And I just think it looks so pretty because I've got little bits of orange dotted around. But I just think that looks so nice. Love it. And just like that, it's Monday. These weeks seem to be rolling round really, really fast. I've got myself ready, washed my hair. I don't know how. I don't know how I intend on drying it in this heat because it is hot. If you're watching lots of YouTube videos and they are UK content creators, they're all going to be moaning about the weather, I'm sure. But it's a little bit overcast today, but it's still really warm. Does anybody else find that Mondays are always the busiest day? I'm just getting ready for work and then I've got tons of things to do, including I've got to make wax melts, I've got to do perfume bottles, I've got to take parcels to the drop-off point because I opened the Vinted and I uploaded the stuff yesterday and I didn't realise the stuff would sell as quickly as it did. And already we have made, I'm going to check now and I'll tell you exactly how much is in the Vinted for food banks. I have a grand total of £56. So that money doesn't withdraw straight away. I think you have to wait until the customer receives the parcel and then the money is freed up once they've said that they accept the parcel and it's all fine. Then I can go to the supermarket and buy the things. I also went onto the food bank website. So if you're unsure how to donate to your local food banks, if you just pop in Google local food banks, it will bring up your local food bank for where you are, or whatever, you know, whatever charity you want us to donate to, it's the same thing. My chosen charity for any proceeds that are earned through Vinted is local food banks and the Give a Child Chance charities, which is very, very close to my heart. It's something that I have continually donated to. When I get any bonuses from work, Christmas bonuses, Christmas gifts, usually back in the day, I'm going back a good few years ago now, when I would get, I don't know, money in a Christmas card or a birthday card from work, I would use that money to, I would donate that money to the Give a Child a Chance charities. They're in lots of supermarkets, not just a Liverpool thing, it can be in any of your regions, cities. If you just Google it, I'm sure it will come up. But it is a charity that I continually support, and I didn't even know you can actually help out and do like fundraisers and things like that, which is something that I'm looking into. I can't do it right now, but it's something that I'm looking into in the very near future with the food banks also. But the food bank that is local to me is the Trussell Trust. So they have baskets in supermarkets, which is Sainsbury's, Tesco's, which is where I'm local to, and it'll give you a list of the locations of where the food banks are, where you can donate food. And the one that I use is in Sainsbury's supermarket, and it's also in a local Tesco's supermarket too. And it gives you a full list of the things that they do need and the things that they have got lots of stock of, which they're not really in demand of right now. But the urgent list, I've taken a screen grab on my phone, and it's tinned potatoes, tinned vegetables, mashed potatoes, fruit juice, coffee, curry and pasta sauces, custards, cup of soup, noodles, jam. So at some point today I will spend £56 out of my money until the money drops into Vinted, and I will go and do the food shop and drop that, because that food is urgently needed. And rather than waiting, I can put the £56 in, and you know, and rather than the food banks having to wait, because that's an urgent list, and I should imagine that updates quite often. So obviously I'm not going to film any of this, it's just not appropriate to do something like that. But what I will do is I will share with you the receipt of what I bought and the foods that were donated, so that you can see that the money was donated. But I'm definitely not going to film it, because it's just not something to film. And I will be participating in fundraisers for the local food banks and for the Give a Child Chance charities. The Give a Child a Chance charities will save a little closer to Christmas, so that I can do the little stocking filler type presents. And I've got so much stuff that I can put on Vinted, and I've got other ideas of being able to contribute to those charities. I already contribute to them anyway, but I've got some ideas on how I can further that. And you know, you just never know how much light you're going to bring into a child's life by donating or taking part in a fundraiser and just helping out these charities. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to go shopping and do that. I'm going to post the Vinted parcels, which is dead easy, really easy to do. In our local Tesco's, they have lockers. When you print off your label for shipping, it's got a barcode on it. You just scan it when you get there. It's super easy to do. And another thing I need to do also is, I received a comment on yesterday's video, which was speaking about the good one from Astonish, which is absolutely amazing. And one of my viewers, Yvonne, who lives in the Netherlands, dropped me a message and said, Toni, we can't get that. As much as I would love to try it, we can't get it in the Netherlands. I said, don't worry, I'll send you a tin. I'm going to send her my tin that I purchased from Savers, and I'm going to take myself to Wilko's, because it's currently on offer for £2 in Wilko's. So I'm going to go there and stock up on a couple of tins, just so I've got it in, because you can use it on so many different things. It's an amazing cleaner. So I've got quite a busy day today, and I've got to go to work as well. So I'm going to dry my hair right now, and just like this, we're done. Well, it's not staying like that. It's just so hot. I cannot believe I've just sat and dried my hair, and the temperature is so warm. But I've left it a little tiny bit damp, just so I'm not too hot. And that will drop out quite a bit, because I haven't dried it thoroughly. But I'm done and ready. I have recycled this box, and I'm hoping to be able to pop this in for Yvonne and flatten it down just a touch, so it's not such a big box. But before I do that, I'm going to wrap this in some bubble wrap. I also look a little bit pale today, but that's because I'm taking off all of my tan, because the Saint-Tropez Purity Mist, which I use all the time, it clings to my hairline, something terrible, you know, because you spray like this when you get out of the bath or the shower. When you spray it, we've got a different box. It's the box that the pumpkin mug came in, and it's going to fit in there perfectly. Please just said there's a smaller box in the recycling than that big box, so that'll do perfect. But when I spray the Purity Mist on my face, it clings into my hairline, and it is a nightmare to remove. So I went on ASOS last night, and ASOS had a 20% discount across the website on all of the stuff. So I've ordered some tanning drops. I've never used them before, so I'm not even going to comment on them until I've got them. But apparently you just mix it in with your regular moisturiser, but you've got more control of where you're putting it, so I can keep it. I mean, I don't even know whether you can see it if I come in close, where the tan's breaking down, which does happen when you wear false tan, but it's just not a good look, and I don't like it. So, and I mean, and I've used that Purity Face Mist for about 1.5 years, and I'm just a little bit tired of having to deal with that. So I've swapped it out for some tanning drops, and I'll let you know how I get on with those. I could do with packing it out a little bit more. So that's the good one in the box. So it's in there. So this is yours, Yvonne, if you're watching. I'll tape it up with some tape. We can't get it in the Netherlands. So I said, if you drop me an email, I will kindly send you a tin of mine, and I'll just pick another one up from, I've already said that, haven't I? I'm going to Wilkinson's a bit later because it's on offer for £2, so I'll grab 2 and I've got them then. And this is just a nice little gift for Yvonne, with the cheek and enjoy a good one. And I'm going to speak to Astonish as well and say, can we have it where other countries can enjoy these amazing products? It's not fair that it's just us, but these are the Vinted parcels for the locker. I've got a couple more that I need to package up now. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll head to the lockers. And then I've got to go to work. It is only early though, so it's okay. I didn't really think this through properly, because what am I shipping them in? I've got little bags, and not everything is going to fit because some people have purchased more than one item. They've done, like, I didn't even know you could do it, a bulk order with Vinted. So I don't know how I'm shipping them, but we'll figure it out. I can only apologise if the packaging isn't the best packaging, but they will be packaged safely. I just don't know how I'm going to do it. I might just have to use bin bags and make sure they're secure. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to have to do. This is Etsy, and this is the Netherlands parcel. So let's go and drop these off first. I don't think I've ever been as happy to see a little bit of rain. The temperature will drop so much now. Let's pop you on the tripod. Didn't go quite to plan. There's no available lockers. I'm gonna have to find somewhere else to post them. Ah, he's collecting parcels. He's actually collecting there. So I might be able to get in there and put a parcel in. Let's try. He's taking lots of parcels. It was worth waiting. Oh gosh, he's got a trolley. He's got all kinds. I'll definitely be able to drop some parcels off now, so I don't have to shop around just yet. Gosh, how many parcels has he got? I think he's a delivery driver, surely. Oh my word. I'm just happy to have some space. I think he's actually emptying every single one. He's still got loads. Glad to not have to travel out though, so he can take as long as he likes. He's done. And we are done. How easy was that? That was easy as pie. You just scan the barcodes, the locker opens, put it in, confirm the size, and it's done. That's it. I'm really glad that I've got those sorted. Now I'm on my way to work. I need to go and get some work done and get home. It's currently 10:15 and I need to be home for 4 o'clock because my HelloFresh order is coming between 4 and 6 p.m. Gotta be home for 4 o'clock. And we are back. It is currently nearly 10 to 3 and I've had more orders on Vinted, so I've packaged them up. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've packaged them up and hopefully I'll have time to take these to get posted today and get back in time for the HelloFresh order arriving. I did originally want to go to Sainsbury's to get some of the items that I screen grabbed off the Trussell Food Bank website, but the chances are I'm not going to have the time because it all depends on what time HelloFresh deliver the food order. So I might have to do that tomorrow. I didn't realise all of these clothes would sell so quickly, I'm not going to lie. And what I thought was some items may not sell as quick, and I'll leave them on the Vinted for around a week to 10 days, and anything that doesn't sell I'll donate to my local charity shop, just so that I can keep refreshing with new things, because I've still got so much to put on. I'm yet to get in the loft and have a really good sort out up there. So definitely follow the Vinted account if you're wanting first dibs on some little bargains. I'm gonna go and drop these parcels off at Tesco's. Look what has arrived. My HelloFresh order. I'm gonna get all this out and put into the fridge, and I've got the tea for the next few nights. This is perfect if you don't want to go out shopping, you've got a busy week with work. HelloFresh is the one. That really was gorgeous bubble bath, and I highly recommend it. Today is Tuesday, so happy Tuesday, even though you're probably watching this on Sunday or Wednesday. I don't know what day, Wednesday or Sunday anyway, but we are having a mum and Sunday, aren't we, son? Well, we were going to have a mum and Sunday, but Lee has decided to come with us. We were going to go to Bicester Village and have a little shopping day, but we're going to wait until Big Lee's off work so that the three of us can go to Bicester together, because Ollie went last weekend by yourself, didn't you? Yeah,
had a fortune.
Little shopping trip. We're going to wait until the three of us can go, so we're going to go to Manchester for the day. I've just been to check our Denny's house because he's been away on holiday at the moment and I've been house sitting. They're home today, so everything's all fine there. We're going to go back, pick Lee up and go to Manchester, and if my memory serves me well, there is a big HomeSense in the Arndale Centre, so no doubt we'll end up in there having a little look.
I won't.
He obviously won't, will you? You like HomeSense?
No, I'll be shoe shopping.
And he does not get that from me. I do not have a shoe obsession. He does have a proper shoe obsession. It's trainers, isn't it? You love trainers.
Clothes, accessories.
Clothes, accessories, a little bit of everything really. So I'll pick you back up once we get to Manchester, because I can't vlog in the car for Lee's privacy. He doesn't want to be on my socials, I've already said that. But in case anybody is new here, I'm Tony, this is Lee, my son, and I will be picking up my partner Lee, but he doesn't want to be on the YouTube videos, and I respect his privacy like that. So I'm going to pick him up and I'll pick you back up once we get to Manchester.
What do you call me on the vlogs?
Ollie.
Ollie.
It's just the way that I differentiate, because otherwise the camera's just cut off and I don't know why it cut off. But what I was saying was how I differentiate between Lee and Lee. I call Big Lee because he's Big Lee, isn't he?
Because he's older.
And Little Lee is Little Lee, but I call him Ollie when I'm vlogging, so you know I mean Lee my son and not Lee my partner. But we're just going to pick Lee up now and I'll pick you back up when we're in Manchester. We're back. Oh, Dolly's just had a reverse sneeze with excitement. And if you've got a Shih Tzu, you know exactly what a reverse sneeze is. You okay now? Hey? You okay now? Oh, Dolly. If you do like a snorting noise, you have to pinch the nose to get it to stop. Turn now, Doll. There you go. You okay now? Hey? You okay? I know, Pet. I've got her. She's okay. Oh dear. Oh dear. Should we see now? You okay? Hey? You okay now? Oh, oh, Dolly. It's okay. It's all gone now. Hey? Peg. No. You okay now? Hey? Such a brave girl, Dolly. Here you are. Are you okay now? Oh, Doll. Yeah. Peg. Peg wants to play. Noah's wondering what's going on. Peg. Oh, now. Hasn't it? Hey? Do you want a biscuit? Do you want a biscuit, Dolly? Dolly, do you want a biscuit? Come on then. Come on then if you want a biscuit. Good girl. Here. You okay? You okay? Hey? You okay? No, give it a biscuit.
You okay now, little boy?
Oh, Peg's just robbed Noah's biscuit.
You're good now. What are you still doing it?
You're okay now, aren't you? Hey. Are you okay now, Dolly? You okay now, doll? Hey? Oh, it frightens you, doesn't it, Dolly, do? Hey? Yeah, Mama don't like them. Oh dear. Oh, look at that face. You'd coax a kipper off a plate, you, Dolly D. Yes, you would. And you would coat if you stole Noah's biscuit. Peg, that biscuit's too big for you. So while I've been seeing to Dolly, Noah has dropped his biscuit and Peg has left a gravy bone. Yes, see, it's too big for you, isn't it? Hey? She's like, I don't care, I'll still struggle with it. And Noah's like, Mum, she stole my biscuit, but he did eat the gravy bone. She's funny, isn't she? We're back from Manchester, and as you've seen, the minute we walked in, our Dolly has a reverse sneeze, so we just gave her loads of cuddles. I'm now making a cup of tea. Big Lee's gone to work, and I'm debating what to cook for Lee and I for tea. I got bagels. Are they bagels? I got multi-grain battens in my HelloFresh order, which are a deli-styled smoked ham chorizo and cheddar roll, and they just look so nice. So I'm thinking, oh, they match my top. I'm thinking I'm going to make these for our tea, because we did eat while we were out, but that was earlier on, and it's now 3:30. So I'm going to cook those, but I won't include it because the HelloFresh is part of a sponsorship on an up-and-coming video. So stay tuned for that, but I'm going to make deli-style, they sound so posh, don't they? Deli-style smoked ham chorizo and cheddar rolls, the seeded roll, mature cheddar cheese, smoked sliced ham, chorizo, rocket and mayonnaise. Sounds perfect, but right now I'm going to make it a nice cup of tea. I didn't buy anything, although I had a lovely nose around HomeSense, And I said, because we had to get back, because Bigley's on a late tonight, we had to get back. But I did say when I was in there, we'll come back through the week when he's off work. We'll come back and have a good old nose. I can't wait for them to get the Christmas stuff in, because it was a really big HomeSense. So yeah, I didn't buy nothing. Bigley didn't buy nothing. And Ollie got a pair of trainers, which doesn't surprise me in the slightest. I've just finished my tea and I'm so full up. My belly is full, but I thought I would include my little Amazon haul, because these are some of the things that I've been absolutely loving and can't be without. So this is that little part, and everything that I'm sharing I have purchased from Amazon and I'm absolutely loving and highly recommending. And I'm going to kick off with the Natural Menopause book. This book is a great book if you are starting perimenopause or menopause, or you're just wanting some information on what can be expected with the menopause. Then I highly recommend this book. It is basically a book to understand the menopause with all its changes and challenges, and choose practices and treatments to make the next stage in your wellness journey healthy, positive and joyful. I've only read a small portion of the book. I am up to 68. I'm on essential oils. When I started reading this book, it was like a light bulb moment where you go, oh my gosh, like I never realised that that was the reason why. I never realised that that was the reason why. And it's a great book to tell you what, where I'm up to now with the essential oils, is telling you what the benefits of those essential oils are and how your body can benefit from them. So I will be taking a herbal route with my menopause, which I'll speak about on the podcast. But it's been a great book, even just to read the likes of the signs that you may be menopausal blew my mind. It's a very long list, but I highly recommend this book. If you're like me, I want to say around 4.5 years into being perimenopausal. If you are like me, or you're just wanting some information, I highly recommend this book. It's been the best purchase that I've made to help me know that there are things out there that can help me. Even CBT is in this book, nutrition, exercise, HRT, aromatherapy. I'm yet to get to that part, but I know that it's going to be beneficial to so many that watch my channel who have left me comments when I do speak about the menopause. So this comes highly recommended. While we're on books, I spoke about Professor Steve Peters' The Mind Management book. It's basically the chimp paradox, but this book, honestly, it got me through probably one of the toughest times that I went through with anxiety and controlling negative thoughts. The book basically says the chimp paradox is an incredibly powerful mind management model that can help you become a happy, confident, healthier and more successful person. Professor Steve Peters explains the struggle that takes place within your mind, and then shows you how to apply this understanding to everyday areas in your life, so you can recognise how your mind is working, understand and manage your emotions and thoughts, and manage yourself and become the person that you would like to be. It's one of the best books I've ever read, and I've read a lot of books. I have previously purchased this book and I gifted it to somebody who I thought needed it at the time, and then reached for it again and realised I didn't have it. It's a great book to help you deal with negative thoughts, or if you are in an anxious state of mind. Highly recommend The Chimp Paradox. It's an amazing book. The next book is the book that I use for basically budgeting. It's a monthly budget planner. I'm not going to open it because there is some personal details in here, but it's basically a budget tracker. It's got a calendar in it. If you're paying off debt, it's got a debt tracker, a savings tracker, and just as an example, on this page here, the savings tracker, you can actually colour in the house with the money that you've saved, and it's a great little incentive to know that you can colour the house in with the money that you've saved, and it helps you to keep your finances in order. So I highly recommend a budget planner if you are saving, or you're saving for something specifically. Highly recommend this, because do I want to share this, or is it something that I just want to keep to myself right now? Well, my dream, I'm going to share it anyway. My dream has been to either have a place in Wales or buy a caravan in Wales, because my mum was Welsh. She was from Holyhead, Anglesey, and I feel like I'm at home when I'm there. I can't put it into words. My granddad lived in Wales and my mum would take me there during the school holidays and we'd go and stay in granddad's. My granddad had a bungalow in Holyhead and a bungalow in Llandudno and Ross-on-Sea and lots of different places. Some of them I can't remember, but I would love to be able to purchase a property in Wales that we could go to with all of the dogs, and I could drive there and I could basically feel connected to my mum in some way. My granddad's bungalow in Wales sold in 2021, and had I have known it was up for sale, I would have absolutely taken a mortgage out and purchased that bungalow. And when I look at the pictures, it just brings back so many memories for me that even the picture on the driveway looking out of my granddad's front path, I've got so many memories just of being a child and looking down that road. I'm going to include a little picture for you to see, but if that bungalow does come back on the market, you can guarantee that I'm going to buy that bungalow and spend many a happy week, month, year, whatever it may be. I will spend it there and feel so connected to my mum and my granddad too, and that's my dream. I don't think it's a lot to ask, it really isn't, and it's just something that I really want to do. So fingers crossed that works out, and if it's not that bungalow where I've just shown you that driveway, I'd like to say it would be the other bungalow where granddad had in Llandudno, but they're too expensive, so that would be a definite no. But yeah, that's what I use my budget planner for saving, and I save as much as I possibly can. I'm in a very fortunate position to be able to save and put a little bit of money aside, but that's just my dream. My dream is to own a property or a caravan in Wales where I can take the dogs and we can all go away and not worry about pets not being allowed. It's something that brings me so much joy. Just getting bits out of my Amazon box. It's something that brings me so much joy, and it's what I'm definitely going to do. The next thing from Amazon anyway is the Embryola's Lake Cream Concentrate. I've spoken about this so many times. It was restocked on Amazon a few days ago now, and I ordered 2. I think it was on offer for £12.99 when I purchased it. I use this cream twice a day. It's an amazing facial moisturiser. I also do the backs of my hands, and I highly recommend that cream. Oh, and another thing, I might look a little more tanned today than I did yesterday. My tanning drops arrived, and I have to say I'm loving them up to now. The next thing I ordered is another premium essential oil diffuser. So I've got the one in the haul, which I absolutely love, and I've been testing out fragrances, my own fragrances. I fragrance my home with Toni's blend every single day, and I have done for about 4 weeks, and it's lovely because when someone comes they go, "What's that smell?" And I say, "That's mine, like I've created that fragrance for the house," and it does smell beautiful. And I am working on being able to sell those fragrance oils. I've got the bottles, they're all down there, you can't see them, but they are down there. They're just little mini amber bottles. I'm just working on labels for them, but it's just exactly the same as the one that I've got in the haul. It's got the plug inside. You basically put 2 drops of fragrance oil in there, fill it up with water out of the kettle, and it just puffs out the most amazing aroma ever. I've been using Toni's blend and Harrods also. I will only have a selected line of fragrances. I won't be doing them all, but Toni's blend and Harrods will definitely be 2 top fragrances. And I was speaking to one of my subscribers a couple of weeks back now over the fragrance Santal, which is available and extremely expensive on Amazon. I've been testing out that too, and that does smell lovely. It's a little bit more masculine, but it still smells really, really nice. So I purchased another one because I want to put one in the kitchen, because I have it in the hall at the moment, and I just thought I'll get one for the kitchen, and then the kitchen will smell absolutely lovely too. I don't know whether you can see, but I've got my pyjama bottoms on, so I'm nice and comfortable. The next thing that I got a ton of comments on my video where I made the cottage pie is my potato masher. This potato masher is about 15 years old. I mean, you can see how old it is just by that alone. It is a very old. It's the Kenwood potato masher, and it came with lots of different parts. You just plug it in, mash your potatoes. It's got a turbo button and a fast button, and then it's got a little release button so that you can take it off and wash it all. It's been the best purchase that I ever made, because let's face it, after you've been stood in the kitchen, sweating, making meals, standing over a hot cooker, the last thing you want to do is start mashing potatoes. I remember it on a Sunday. My mum would shout from the kitchen, "John, will you come and mash the potatoes?" I didn't want that, so I made sure I purchased an electric potato masher, and there's none of that. It's just whizzes the potato, not a lump inside. It makes the best mashed potato ever. And yeah, it's available on Amazon. So everything that I speak about, I'll link in the description box down below for you to just have a little look. And if there's something specific that you see, you'll find it linked in the description box. I'm just going to go and get my vitamins because I've left them out there this morning. Right, before we get into this little section of my supplements and vitamins that I take, I have to put a disclaimer out and say, not every single vitamin is going to be perfect for every person, and it's also going to have a different effect on different people. So there are lots of things that you need to take into consideration when it comes to taking supplements and vitamins, and the best advice that I can give you is speak to your doctor first. Don't just take something because someone has recommended it and said that it works for them, because it may have the complete adverse effect on you, and I don't want to recommend anything that may not be perfect for you. So always speak to your doctor first. Now that we've got that out, which is the most important part, I take 3 supplements every single morning, and I have done for around 3 years. This specific brand of vitamin D3 that I currently take, I've been taking for well over a year. It's probably longer. In fact, it is longer. I'm still trying to catch up from that year we lost during lockdown, but it has been longer. I take a vitamin D3, the high strength, which is 4000 IU, and I team it up with K2. You can't just take a vitamin D3 without taking a vitamin K2 with it. It needs to be combined together. And the science behind that, I'm not sure what it is, but I'm just going to double check. A lot of people tend to take the vitamin D3 as a standalone tablet, and really you need to take it with K2. And the reason for that is vitamin D3 should therefore always be taken in combination with vitamin K2. These 2 vitamins work together synergistically and ensure that calcium obtained from food is deposited in the bones and not in the arteries. So it's very important, if you're going to take a supplement of vitamin D3, that you team it up with a K2 also. I get these 2 from Amazon. It's a vitamin D3, and this one is a vitamin D3 plus K2, and I take the 2 of those together. And let me tell you, those 2 tablets help so much. They help with PMT, and is it PMT? It is, or is it PMS? Well, either or. It helps with that. But I can honestly say I really, really genuinely feel a difference when I take these tablets, and if I don't take them, I can feel the difference. They help to stabilise and keep me a little bit calmer, because let me tell you, I can go from 0 to 10 in 0.1 of a second with my hormones. These really do help to lift my mood, and if I'm not feeling my greatest, I know it's because I haven't taken those 2 supplements in the morning, and they really do help, and they have made a significant difference on my bloods. You can see it. I was very low on my D3, which I think everybody in the UK is, because we never really get any sunshine, but they really do help with my mood. They help to keep me calmer when I'm feeling a little bit emotional. They really do help. But if you are going to take a vitamin D3 supplement, always ensure that you back it up with a K2. The other supplement that I take, which, let me tell you, It's amazing. It really is amazing. It's called the perimenopause, and it's a multi-nutrient, and it's got 9 benefits: hormone regulation, energy, psychological function, muscles, bones, skin, hair, nails, testosterone levels, cognitive function, immunity, and the list goes on. But what I really have noticed with these tablets is, I don't know whether you're the same, and if there are any men watching this, then you might want to skip this part, but these have really helped with sore breasts. So we all get those tender sore breasts when we're due on, which happens quite regular for me, like I said, but I got to the point where I couldn't even walk up and down the stairs without them really hurting. And I get pains in my legs, in my back, underneath my thighs. I get restless legs with the perimenopause. These stopped it all. They really are an amazing supplement. I have these, what I'm using, and I have a new box ready to start with, but I highly recommend them. I can't say I've noticed a difference there because, like I said, I'm not very regular with my hormones and cycle, but I've noticed so many benefits in other ways, one of the ones being restless legs, and I do still get the occasional migraine, so I can't say that they have helped with that, because that was one of the main things that started with my doctor saying, you know, you could potentially be perimenopausal, so let's do your bloods, was migraines, ringing in my ears and hot flushes. I can't say that these have stopped the migraine, but since I've been taking these, I've not had a migraine, but I haven't been on them long enough to say they're definitely stopping the migraines, but they are helping. So those 3 are the 3 tablets that I take every single morning religiously. You'll have noticed throughout Vlogmas I was taking these supplements then also. I just never shared what they were or what I was taking them for, but they were in my Vlogmas videos. So the last thing on my Amazon haul is my Fit Cuisine Flavo Drops, and I get the fragrance. No, you can tell I sell wax melts. I get the fragrance vanilla. No, I get the, what's the word? Flavour, vanilla flavour. Oh my gosh. And to think these tablets are supposed to help with cognitive function. I've just let myself down. Vanilla flavour, and this stuff is lovely. I have it on porridge. You can put it in yogurt. You can put it in your coffee if you're having a nice iced coffee. So many things you can put it on and enjoy it, but I do love it in my porridge. It's sugar free, there's no calories, it's all natural flavours, and I highly recommend the Fit Cuisine Flavo Drops in vanilla. I think that's everything. There is probably a whole load more that I've forgotten about, but they are the most important things, especially my supplements, because so many of you have asked about them. I will speak about these in depth a lot more on the podcast, which is coming soon. It definitely is coming soon. I'm gonna put my mind to it, because there's no point in me feeling fear when I'm gonna do it anyway, so why not just feel the fear now and do it anyway. So that's everything that I got from Amazon, and that is the end of today's video. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed it, and I will see you all on Sunday. Are you going to say bye? No, Mum, I'm going to stay right here. I know you're talking about me because I've stopped snoring now. Oh, say bye everyone. Bye everyone, see you on Sunday.